everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ, and we are doing this video for completion of Superbadge data quality and validation. So as a prerequisite, as I have mentioned in my previous two videos as well, that we are having three modules, that is data management, duplicate management and improve data quality for your sales and support teams. So we have completed all these three modules, and I have made video on them as well. So I'll be pasting the link of these modules video in the description box, and there might be cards available as well throughout the video, so you can check those out. Otherwise, just simply search for the title on my channel and you will get to find the video. So let's get started with the Superbadge. So as a prerequisite in the Superbadge, after completing the modules, you have to create a free developer edition org with special configuration, and this special configuration is related to this particular Superbadge. You need to fill out these details and everything, and then connect the org, that Trailhead playground or the developer edition org, to this Superbadge. So if you are facing an issue on that, I'll be pasting the link of that video as well. I have made a separate video to connect the org with the Superbadge, so I'll paste the link of that in the description box. Please check that out. Now we will talk about the use case. So basically this business, the cloud cakes, we are working with the team cloud cakes, and there are multiple things. Data is not organized, and there might be a probability of the duplication of the data and other things. So we are just cleaning up the data using different things, such as by updating the data, fixing it, importing formula field, validation rules and more. So if we talk about the business requirement, so first of all we have that we want to fix and import data, and that is our first challenge as well. So for the first challenge, we want to help cloud kicks to clean up some data which has been imported from RAS into the lead source text field. So there is a text field present on the lead object, that is lead source text field, and they have imported the data into that field. So we are having data quality analysis dashboards, which is including many leads without the lead source. So we will use the lead data quality report to review the affected leads, basically the leads which does not have the lead source field. So you might get confused, there are two things, lead source field and the lead source text field. So they have imported the data into the lead source text field, but lead source field is empty for some of the leads, and we want to analyze those fields. We want to analyze those leads and want to update those record. So they have provided some of the things, like if lead source text values is website, then we want to update its pick list value as web. If it is call or phone, then we want to update its phone inquiry. If it is RAS referral, then we want to update it as partner referral. And trade show scan, purchase list in social media for other. So after this mapping, we'll import the data and lead source pick list value will be filled, and then we can open up the dashboard and just check out the result as well. So to complete this challenge, I'll just scroll down, I'll launch the playground, and I hope you just as I've mentioned, create the developer edition org, connected it to the Superbadge unit. If you have not, just check out that video. I have made it separately, and I'll be pasting the link of that again in description box, so just check that out. Now we'll be fixing and importing data, so I'll just open the org. First of all, let's go to the dashboard, and I'll select the dashboard. They have mentioned the dashboard name as, let's see if we'll be able to find it out, data quality analysis. I'll just cross this and I'll open this in new tab, because we want to analyze the changes as well along with this, so that we can see what kind of learning we are having. So you can see the record count for this is given. So this is lead source, that is purchase list, partner referral, phone inquiry and web. And so this is the count, and later on, after we will be done making changes, we'll analyze this. So I'll just search for reports now. We have the data in the reports. So I'll just open the report, again click on all reports and search for leads here. And for the lead, we are having lead data quality. This is the report which they are talking about. And After opening the record, you can see that this is the lead source text field, and it is having these values, but and even some of it is also missing. Even if we can, I'll just try that, enable. Okay, yeah, let it be. So after that, we just want to export this, and I'll click on this and then click on export. And we want to export its details only, and we want to export in CSV format. So I'll click on export, and report is exported. I'll just click on this. So my CSV file is open now. I'll just click on this lead source like this, and yeah, just a little bit of formatting, and I have pasted this piece of suggestion here so I can follow. And you can see lead owner, lead status, but lead source field is empty. So what we'll do, we will analyze, like website is here. So for website, lead source pick list value should be web. We need to just fill this out correctly. For call is phone inquiry, then website is again web, phone is phone inquiry, website is web, RAS referral is partner referral. Again, this is partner referral. Social media is other, and this is other. Trade show scan is purchased list. Then we have again RAS referral, which is nothing but partner referral. Trade show scan is purchased list. This is also call is phone inquiry, and then these values are already filled up. So this is it. We'll just save it again like this, and I'll go back to my Salesforce org, and in the Salesforce org, now in the Salesforce org, I'll just search for leads over here, and in the leads I'll see that there should be an import button. If I'm not able to see it, let's see. Okay, I'll just click on. My imported leads are not there. 1 second. I just want to change the list view. Okay, this is it. We have changed the list view, and now you can see import button over here. You might see it directly. I am not able to see it for some reason. So click on the import button. After clicking on the import button, it will lead us to the data import wizard. So here it's our object is selected, that is leads. We'll click on this. So we want to add new records or update the existing one. We want to update the existing one. Then we are matching lead by name, not name, let's do Salesforce ID using no, that is fine. And here click on CSV, choose file. If we'll just drag this, if we'll just drag this, so I'll just click on choose file, and on the downloads I'll go and select the file. This is it. Now I'll move on to the next. Now we have to do the mapping. So lead IDs and map. Let's click on map and search for salesforce.com ID, and we'll scroll down. Let me see. Okay, map. Then company account, we can leave it as it is. That's all. These are all the empty columns as well. Okay, I did one mistake when okay, I did one mistake. So for that, what I have to do is, you might not be able to see the screen in between, but that's only because when I've shown you the Excel sheet, right? So I had those two columns extra, that is lead source and the lead source pick list value. So those columns I have removed. Just that that's the part I have done. So again, I'll just click on next, and again I'll map the lead ID with the salesforce.com, and I'll click on map. After that, I can leave all is as it is. I'll just click on next. After click on next, mapped field is 9 and mapped is 9. That's fine. Let's click on start import. So our import is completed. We'll click on OK and we'll verify this. So for verification, what we'll do, we'll open the report, and even here also we can refresh this. Just remember 14 2 3 1 2, and this count must be increasing. So you can see 5 6 4 5 2. So the count has increased, even the value has changed a little bit. And again I'll open the report as well to show you that the lead source is there now. I believe the field was not there, but yeah, let's check. Okay, lead source, we are not able to see it. Okay, sorry, you can see here web, phone inquiry, partner referral, purchase list and other. So that's what we have done. Now we'll go to the challenge and I'll check for the challenge. Just give it few seconds, few minutes maybe sometimes, and yeah, so we are done with this challenge. Now we'll move on to the next challenge, that is the challenge 2, which is for the manage duplicates and refine rules. So if we'll talk about the business requirements, so what they are saying that CloudCakes brought in a large volume of new customer data, and there's been a noticeable spike in the duplicate contact records. So basically there are number of duplicate contact records are present within the Salesforce, which are causing major inefficiencies, and we and our sales rep has to spend extra time sifting through the multiple contact records to find the right one. So we need to create a rule. Even more concerning that there have been a few cases where different reps have unknowingly contacted the same customer, the thing which we have talked about while working on the duplicate management module as well. Sorry. So Jose asks us to take immediate action to control the duplicates and clean up the contact records. So you know that there's a duplicate rule named custom contact duplicate rule that's already configured in the org. Let's check that out side by side. We'll open the setup. I'll close this part now, and let's search for duplicate rules. And in the duplicate rules, they are talking about custom contact duplicate rule. This is here. Let's open it. So it is to identify contact that duplicate other contacts and enforcing sharing rules, allow on create, edit. On edit, create it is reporting as well as alerting. On edit it is only reporting. And the matching rule we are using email exact and last name also exact. Okay, now let's see what they are asking. So investigate why it is not being triggered and make the appropriate update. Configure the settings so that it will block users from creating duplicate contacts. So see, we have to block the users from creating the duplicate contacts. Ensure that the alert informs the user about a duplicate and prompts them to use the existing contact record instead. Leave the report checkbox enabled for edit. You check the logic used to identify duplicates in the custom contact matching rule. You are satisfied with the setting for an exact match on both email and last name. However, since valid first names can vary quite a bit, so you decide to add a first name rule to allow for approximate matches. Finally, use the duplicate record set report to find and merge the duplicate records. Okay, so first of all, what we'll do, maybe I'm following the approach from last, not from A to Z but Z to A, but yeah, we'll see it through. So there are all the reports, and I would like to check the report first. So yeah, let me refresh it. It has not opened up the report yet. Okay, all reports. Okay. So there are two things I have already observed about this duplicate rule, but yeah, I'll want to show you everything. So this is the duplicate record set report which they were talking about, and we are opening the report. Meanwhile, if whatever they have asked, if we are opening that, let's open their matching rule. In the matching rule we have to adjust the first name as well. So you are if you see that they are saying that we are okay with the exact patch on both email and last name, but there's a chance that first names can also vary, so we would like to add the first name rule as well to allow for the approximate matching. Okay, so this is the matching rule and this is the matching criteria as of now. So I'll click on edit first. After clicking on edit, I'll just add the first name over here. Matching method is fussy first name. Then click on save. And if you have noticed, even earlier this matching rule was not active, which is the primary concern. It should be active, so I will activate this. Okay, now we'll go back to the duplicate rule. And okay, so report is not opening. Let's leave it at P. Now we'll click on the duplicate rule as well. So in the duplicate rule they are asking us that why it is not being triggered. So first of all, matching rule was not activated. Similarly the duplicate rule, that's why it was not being triggered. So we'll fix that. And after that, it should block the user from creating the duplicate contacts. So this is the duplicate rule. So the alert should be there for edit as well. Ensure the alert informs user about a duplicate and prompts them to use the existing contact record instead. Yeah, this is alert text is already there. And leave the report checkbox enabled for edit. So we have a report as well as we have enabled alert as well. So yeah, I'll save this and I will click on activate as well. Now I will again refresh this. It seems okay now. Now I will again go to the reports and let's try to open the report again. I don't know why it was not opening, but yes. So report is now opened and we can see that full name is Fiona Star. Email is same, duplicate records are there, duplicate record item name and account name. So we want to merge them. I'll click on this. What's the drill down? Now we want to just merge the duplicate records. So you can see that duplicate record set is here, item name is here. So we'll just open this in new tab. Let's do this, and after opening it in new tab, you can see over here compare and merge. So just click on this compare and merge. Sorry. After comparing and merge, we want to merge these two. We'll click on next. Yeah, and it is showing us like which value we want to merge. So the empty one which we do not, we will choose this. And okay, that's looks good. We'll click on next and we'll merge. So this is merged and we'll refresh this. After refreshing, one record is gone for the Sandy box. Let's do the same for Fiona as well. So we'll open the duplicate record set again for this one and click on this icon, click on compare and merge. Select both the records, click on next and select the values as per your requirement. Then again we'll merge this, and after merging we will again go to the report and just refresh it, and both the records are merged. We are having one record each now. So this part is done. Let's see what's the challenge is saying. So challenge is find and merge the duplicate records using the duplicate record set report, update a duplicate rule and a matching rule to improve the data quality. So according to our best understanding, we did this part, but yeah, we'll just check the challenge and let's see and hope for the best that it has matched with our procedure, the process, like however we have tried to achieve this. Okay, so we can't find the custom contact duplicate record rule with the correct settings. Make sure it blocks on create and allows on edit, has the alert text and it's active. Okay, so we'll go to the duplicate rule again and I'll click on active. Oh, sorry, add it. And I think edit should be allowed, this should be blocked. That's what they are saying, right? Make sure it blocks on create, allows on edit, and has the alert text and it is active. So all these things are done. I'll do alert as well on the edit. Let's see if it will throw an error again. We'll do that. Alert text is there. So I'll just save this. So basically the block part I missed here, and we'll check the challenge once again. And this is done. So we are done doing the challenge 2 as well. Let's move up for the challenge number 3, that is enhance data validation for the opportunities. So again, now we want to create we might want to create a validation rule. I have not read the business requirement, so let's go through the business requirement. So basically the cloud kicks have alerted the sales rep that they are occasionally changing the opportunity stage on the closed opportunities, either by the mistake or in an attempt to revive the deals that were already closed. So we want to create a validation rule named opportunity closed stages and add a formula that prevents changing the stage when it is set to closed won or closed lost. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create a validation rule and we want to add a formula that prevents the changing the stage when it is set to closed won or either closed lost. So basically whenever opportunity is having a closed lost or closed won stage, we do not want to allow the user or the sales rep to make the change to that particular opportunity record. So make sure the user sees a relevant error message at the top of the page explaining why they cannot change the opportunity stage once the stage is set to closed won or closed lost. So we'll go step by step again. We'll go to the object manager. I'll close all these tabs as of now, and we'll search for the opportunity. I'll open opportunity and then you will scroll down. You will find the validation rules tab. Currently there is no validation rule present, but I'll click on new and let's copy the label from here, that is opportunity closed stages. We want to keep this as active. User should be prohibited to update the stage of opportunity once it is closed won or closed lost. Okay, so if you have done the module import data quality with us, in which we have talked about the data validation and other things, so you might know that we have discussed that in validation rule we will put the formula, the thing which we do not want the user to do. Let me make it more clear by writing the formula. So first of all, stage is pick list field and we would want to check the pick list field value. And what we'll do, we'll have is pick list formula first. Insert the selected option. Is pick list field is nothing but stage name, so we'll scroll down, stage is here, and what is the text literal is closed won or closed lost, right? So I'll just do this and here, then we'll insert the operator as or, and I can just copy paste the same here, and here I'll do closed lost. Yeah, and we would want to make the error. I'll just check the syntax here first. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'll just have one parenthesis over here as well. Okay, what am I missing? This is correct. Does it take string like this? I lack little bit in this. Yeah, okay. So that's how it should be. So now there is no syntax error. Now error message we want to give: opportunity has already closed. Please do not try to update the stage of opportunity. Okay, of closed opportunity. Let's say that. Yeah, this would be the error message and we want to show it on the top of the page. So I'll click on save as of now. Now we'll read further. So another area to improve is to ensure that closed dates on opportunities reflect current or future activity rather than being set to dates in the past. To support this goal, we want to create a validation rule named opportunity closed backdate that prevents user from entering a closed date prior to today. Okay, be sure to include a relevant error message on the field that explain why they cannot save the record, and to maintain the flexibility, make sure the validation rule is bypassed if the running user has the opportunity manager custom permission that already exists in the org. Okay, so I'll just copy the label as of now. We'll go back here and we'll go to the opportunity validation rules and we will click on new. Again, this let's know, do not waste our time to give on the description. So now here we want to ensure that the closed back date is not less than today's date, right? So we will see that if it is greater than today's date, prevent user from entering a closed date prior to today date, less than today. Okay, so I'll first check that if the this field has been updated or not. So I'll select this. I'll just remove this part. So in the logical one, we want to check that if particular field has been changed or not. So I'll see is changed, insert the function, and which field we are talking about, closed date, right? So I'll select this and go here, closed date, insert. Let me have it here. Sorry, I just want to make sure that we are not missing any parentheses or anything. Now another thing is that maintain flexibility. We want to make sure that the running user has the opportunity manager custom permission that already exists in the org. So it is running user, or do we just do the permission? Pick list count. Okay, so we'll see permission. One second here, user role permission, opportunity manager. Yeah, this is how we can do this. Now we'll check the um, syntax is correct. I'm just doing this for the first time, so bear with me if I'm making any mistakes. I'll see when the challenge will throw an error. So sorry. Okay, yeah, I missed that. I wanted to see that if this is one second, if close date has been changed. One second, for the is change, what is the syntax? One main part I have missed here. Okay, so for this we wanted to see, I'll do this. Okay, okay, so basically I think we should not need this is changed here. We just wanted to check the condition over here. So for that, what I'll do is insert the field as close date, and if it is less than today I think value was here. Yeah, we wanted to check both these two conditions, that close date, if it is less than this and permission is not this, then please throw an error. I'll check this formula, okay, after like in real time. So what is this? We wanted to give close date is prior to today's date, or you might be missing opportunity manager permission. And where do we want to show this error? As on the field. So here I'll select field, and here I'll select close date, and I'll do the click save. Now next validation rule we want to create is opportunity amount owner or admin. So we want to ensure that the opportunity amount cannot be changed by anyone except an administrator or the record owner. And again we want to show an error. So I'll just go to the validation rule once again, click on new, give the name, and then here first of all there are two things, that field, when field is updating then we want to perform this operation. So I'll enter the end, here it should be valid. Now I'll remove this thing. Then we want to check if field is updated or not. Which field? That is the amount field. So I'll click on is changed, and in the field place I'll put a amount field. So this first thing we have checked. Now we want to check if the permission is not there or not. So we will utilize not operator. So basically we are returning the what negate of that. Now in place of this I'll enter or, because we want to check two conditions, right? Two condition as in either the profile is system administrator or it should be the record owner. So this is, now first condition is user we want to check the user profile, administrator or the record owner. So basically profile is okay, user profile ID no, and next we want to check is user ID, right? The owner ID we want to check. So I'll scroll down, this is the user ID. So here what we'll do is, there is one thing is mistaken. First of all, this one second, this logical 2 is here. Okay, now what should be the profile name is admin, they have said. So profile name is administrator, and user ID is field is owner ID. So this should be correct. We wanted to check if amount field has been changed, and then if profile name is system administrator or if the user is owner ID. Syntax error. What is the syntax error? Amount and or not. Okay, here I have missed. Now if check for the syntax, no errors are found. Now we'll say you don't have appropriate access to update amount fee, to update, that's it, because we are putting this message on amount field. So I'll click this save. So we'll just test this out, okay, before we are checking the challenge to be make sure. And I'll open the opportunity in new tab. So after opening the opportunity in new tab, let's open any opportunity. Okay, I'll just click on all opportunities, and then this is the opportunity. Now our closed lost, right? So our first one is that we do not want anyone to update it to any other stage. So this should throw an error if I will go to the stage, and if I will select it as anything else, it is saved. Okay, so basically our first rule was not correct. I'll go back here, and I'll say, I think what I have to do is we have to check if field has been updated or not. So first of all, and then again is changed, and here I'll put stage field. If it has been updated, then please, okay, for this now I'll have to put or, because we cannot use that one, or, and I'll put this condition over here, and then this I'll remove and put this one condition over here, and I'll remove this all. And let's check for the syntax first. Error missing this is changed stage. Okay, this is pick list value. Okay, now okay, so is changed is finished. This is his pick list value. This one is not correct. Then this is for or, and this one is for and. Yeah, now it is fine. Now let's save this, and I'll just check this again. Okay, I need to open another opportunity which is having closed won status. So this is there. Now I'll just update the stage, and let's hope for the best. At least now it is still not throwing any error. Why? Okay, let it be. Means we'll check. Another thing was stage. Then we have close date. Close date should not be prior date. So I'll update this off again. Okay, if I'll go back here, sorry, really sorry, just bear with me, yaar. What is happening? Okay, let me check the challenge, because I'm pretty much sure that this validation rule should be valid, and I have activate all the, yeah, let's wait for the errors. Non closed opportunity record due to opportunity. Non closed opportunity. Okay, it is checking one by one. Let me just revise that. Okay, when if we want to update our opportunity whenever we have this stage. So if this, okay, let me have all of this in not. Let me just check that. If that is the case, okay, now let's save this once again. I'll just move the same. Now if I will move it back. Okay, so basically we wanted to negate that if its opportunity stage is not this or this, then please, and if it is changing, then please throw an error. Okay, yeah, my bad. Now we'll check the challenge again and let's see what error it is throwing for the amount one, because obviously we are not doing it correct. This is correct, no? Mm-hmm. When it is set to closed won or closed lost, make sure the user sees a relevant error message at the top of the page explaining why they cannot change the opportunity once the stage is set to closed won or closed lost. Okay. Shall I try refreshing this page because okay, got it. Now it is not letting me move from closed lost to closed won. If I will open any other opportunity which is in closed won stage, and if I'll make it to closed lost, let's see if it is working. It should not. Okay, now let's see if at least this part should be fine now. I know I took a lot more time than expected on this challenge, but yeah, it was surprising for me as well. We were not able to update a non-closed opportunity record due to the opportunity close stages validation rule. Okay, let me close this again, this, and if we have this, okay, got it. Okay, so basically, what my problem is, I'm just checking the current value, so it will not allow me to go to the closed one as well. So I need to just check for its prior value as well. So I'll just need to select the function here as prior value, and then field is okay. Give me this. And this should be or only. We cannot have both the condition at the same time. Now here one more mistake that we are using not. Now it is, or at least it should not be, it should not require. I'll just check the syntax. No errors, and we'll save this, and we'll just verify this on the record once again. If I'll go to the closed one, it is allowing me, and we'll go to the opportunities. This is closed lost, and we'll try to make changes to this. It should throw an error, yes. Now we'll go to the closed one, and let's see, sorry, I'll just go to the closed one, and it should again not allow me to change it. I think now this is fine. At least we should not encounter this error. Maybe with another rule, but not for this one. So basically, we are able to insert opportunity with close date in the past and cannot be inserted as per the requirement. So again, what we'll do again, we'll just cross check the validation rule, close back date, and I'll click on edit over here. Okay, so basically we are checking that close date is greater than today. If it is, then okay, and we also should check this not, that if the user is not having the permission, then it should not allow the user to proceed further. And if we will click on save and we'll go back, and on the close date, if I'll just make the change, it is allowing me. Okay, okay, yeah, close date, so see, it should be this. We do not want to have close date less than today's date, right? So that's the condition we will put. And if I will do this once again, and it is throwing me an error. So now this is fine, and let's check for the last validation rule by ourselves before making any further mistake. Amount field, we want to check if we are not having profile admin or user id owner id. So basically I am having the profile of system admin, as this is my org. So I'll just check for this directly, and let's see if we are encountering an error again for the last rule as well, and make ourselves embarrassed. Not ourselves but myself, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so finally this challenge has been completed now, and we will move on with the last but not the least challenge of this super badge, that is enforce task due date constraints with the flow. So this is it. Now the business requirement is people are bursting with enthusiasm about the stylish, comfortable footwear at the cloud kicks, but there are some support agents which are having sometimes problem with the created follow-up task on high priority cases with a due date past the case service level agreement, which is leading to inefficiencies, errors, and the flawed insights. So it is time to apply our high quality standards for the data management to help the structure workflows, and we want to configure a flow to keep cases on track and establish rules for timely follow-up. So ensure that the tasks on high priority cases are created with a due date no more than 7 days out. Okay, so basically we want to create a task on the high priority cases. So we'll create a new flow, that is task due date, and the API name should be this, which will run when a new task is created. So basically this is the record trigger flow, right? Use the get records element this with the API name. Okay, I'll just start with the flow creation. Search for flow on the setup, and even yeah, I learned this new thing. Search for flows over here as well, and then you can click on new button too. Okay, yeah, so basically you can do it from here as well, but I'll just go directly from the setup and click on new flow over here. You will see both same options both the places, so just don't worry about it. And we'll go with record trigger flow because our requirement is when the task record is created. So I'll just select the object as task and a record is created. Okay, now we want to use the get record elements labeled this to query for the related open cases and check if the case field priority is high. So no condition is required. Okay, Now we'll go about get records cases. So there are two conditions they have mentioned, that open cases. So open cases, let's see, there is closed field which should be equals to false, stage name. Okay, sorry. This is case, and it's not, should not be equal to closed. And the last is high priority, so the field priority should be high. I'll give priority equals high. So I'll just have the custom logic over here, 1 or 2. I don't know which condition they are using for close check, but that's the best I could think of, and 3. So this is it. We will get all the records and automatically will be storing all the fields. Create a decision element labeled any high priority cases with the API name this. Be sure to include an outcome for if high priority cases are found labeled. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to check if the high priority cases are existing, means are they are there or not. So we'll just any high priority cases, and the outcome label they have given is yes, high priority. And what they are saying is be sure to include an outcome for if high. Okay, yeah, this we have included. Leave the default outcome for when there are no high priority cases. So if this is true, get high priority cases, list is not null, false, then yes, high priority cases are found, and if it is true, then default outcome will be executed for the no high priority cases. Okay, so this is it, ensuring the flow continues along the standard processing path. Now introduce another decision to check whether the task's due date extends more than 7 days into the future. Okay, I guess they are talking about decision over here. I will introduce decision here. Has they given label? Yes. If so, prevent the task from being saved and issues an error message to the user to select a valid due date within the allowed time frame. Label this decision element as is the activity date too far into the future. It will compare the task date against a formula named 1 week to determine if the task due date is set more than 7 days out. Okay. Now this is the decision. Okay, yes, I will just give yes. They have not given the label this time for this particular outcome. Now we are comparing due date against the formula field 1 week, triggering task and its due date only. Okay, and if it is greater than 1 week is not created, are we supposed to create that field against a formula named 1 week? Okay, against a formula. Let's create a variable resource 1 week. Data type is date, due date, triggering task, due date. um, it should be date and time, not add months, date, time, value, date, day of the year. Okay, day. Okay, what we can do is in the date time function, this is date only, right? This is due date, date field. This is date field. So in the case of date, we can have 7 days we want to add. One second, day क्या था? Day returns the day of the month, a number between 1 and 31. I think that is fine. Let's check for the syntax. Not day, right? Date. Okay. If we will just add 7, is it giving an error then also? No. Okay, let's see. Done is greater than 1 week variable. Then what are we supposed to do? If the for the far in the future, yes. Okay, so this is okay. I made the mistake. This is the label. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Now leave the default outcome from when the date is within the 7-day threshold, ensuring the flow continues along the standard processing path. Finally, create a custom error message to guide user when their task cannot be saved. Clarify the reason and provide corrective instructions. Use the label this. Okay, first of all, there is one thing I want to do. This will happen when the record is created, right? So if you will click on this, it should be this fast field updates, because record is not saved to the database, right? Then we'll get the priority cases, any activity date, yes, too far in the future. After that, we want to throw an error, and the label name is this. Be sure to add a description, but we won't check its exact text. Following error message. Okay, so we will create a variable. So this is the API name. Include the following error message. Okay, this is error message. Data type is text and default value is this. I don't think this is the correct way. One second. Custom error. Okay. I have not used this custom error. That's why I was not able to select it correctly. Error message, as they will not check the description. Now they are saying as an inline error on the field due date only. On a field, and the field is due date. Okay, and what is the error message now? I'll just copy this and we'll paste this over here, and yeah, that's it. I'll just save this. Flow label, I'll just copy. This is the flow name. I'll paste this. Sorry, yeah, this is done. I'll save this, and we will check this. I'll go. Okay, First of all, I'll search for case, that is high priority, and then I'll search for the task, all cases, add filter, that is status does not equal to closed, save, and priority equals to high, save, because I just want to find the record. Okay, so there is no such record existing, so I'll just create a case. Let's see, internal IT record, status is new, case origin वगैरह not required for me at least, and the priority is high. Yeah, priority is high. Let's save this, it should appear in this list. Okay. Now if I'll go to the related tab, active history, attachment, case history. Okay, now let's open the task. Open tasks, no task as well. Okay, I'll just activate the flow, and let's see by checking the challenge itself. Let's hope for the best that at least this challenge should be completed quickly and not consuming our time a lot, like I had waste your time a lot for the challenge number 3. Okay, in the get record element name get high, we can't find the expected filter for the field case ID. Get high priority cases. Okay, one second. Related open cases. Okay. I'll have to save as new version. Save. Okay, yeah, I'll go back here. So basically, ID, case ID should be equals to the triggering task. Okay, are they linked to the account? Account ID should be equals to the triggering task. What ID? Okay, let's go for this one. Okay, here and 4. Okay, now activate this. I'll just check the challenge once again, and in the meantime I'll just try to find the relation between case and task. So if I'll open this, show all data, task, do we have any field? The same. Okay, yeah, I'll just find it out. Give me a minute. Count. Okay, let me do ID, asset, contact ID created. Yeah, here it is. This is the case ID, owner, parent case, recorder type, case source. Okay, now on the task, recently completed. Okay, let me do the query ID from task. Limit 10, stop, run, export. Okay. I think there are no tasks record existing in the system. This task only, no? Okay. Now, no data exported. Okay. I'll go back. I'll have to create one record just to check my thing. And here, new task. Okay. Assign to status not started, in progress. Name related to his account. Due date subject is this, priority normal. Let's do high. Okay. Let's save it. Okay. Let's open the task. Okay, related to is task history attachment, date and ended. Okay, I'm just trying to understand the relationship between these two. Show all data and ID account. ID is activity ID, name ID is contact lead. Who ID is contact. Okay, and here is case contact ID. Let's match it with contact ID then. Contact ID, and then triggering case is who ID, right? Name ID. Let's again save it as a new version. The error is we cannot find the expected filter for the field case ID. Okay, if I will put filter on case ID as well. Am I able to link the case ID? One second, what is the case ID? Over here is this. Okay. If I'll put the case ID, call center, pick list, name ID, relate to ID, save. Is it? Okay, let's save this as well. And if I'll open this task here, related to this case. Okay, and if I'll open this here, do we have any related list for this? I don't think so. Okay, we are having again. Let's do this and 4 or 5. Save it. I think this last is the correct one because we have what ID and who ID for the lead task kind of objects, right? So yeah, and who ID usually represent the contact, and this what ID represent case, task, event. I think even those things. So I think yeah. Okay, at least that is go ahead. Make sure the required is equals to all conditions are met only. Okay, so we can remove this one and this one, and then it would be sorry, it would be all conditions are met. Let's save it as new version. Status should not be equals to this, priority is high, and case ID is what ID. Okay, now let's try to test check this challenge once again. I hope at least we should not encounter any error about this get records. Yeah, so grateful, so excited. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. But yeah, we are done with the Superbadge data quality and validation. We have encountered with many but basic challenges like related to the validation rule, the formula was incorrect, the basic understanding of ours is incorrect, and then even at the last of the flow in get records we were failing to place the id itself of the related task. So that's where we failed, but I hope you learn along with me, and I hope you like the video, and if you do, please like it and subscribe the challenge. I know this is a very long video, but if you will bear through it, you will get the very 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 good understanding of the validation rule, duplicate rule, matching rules, flows, and what should be activated, what should not, how the validation rules are working and all. So please like the video, subscribe the channel, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt or anything else, and stay tuned. Thank you.